Hello, welcome back to my channel, Wiped Up Coach. We are continuing on our 21-day journey to feminine magnetism. Today is day 8, and today's section is called Receive, Reciprocate, Repeat. So this is the day where you really learn how to show a man that you appreciate his efforts. Now, this is for men who are making an effort. They're courting you and they are making an effort. If he's not courting you, if he's not making an effort, then this section does not apply to him, okay? This is only for men who are actually putting in some work for you. And you don't want to be the person who's just taking. You also want to give back too, right? Because men get in relationships for their benefit as well. If you are always taking, then there's no reason for him to be in a relationship. Like, what is he getting? That's what a relationship is about. It's about give and take. So even though the masculine energy loves giving and the feminine energy loves receiving, there is times where it's appropriate for the other person to be in the other energy, right? But they just are in it in a different way. You have to remember that they're just in it in a different way. The masculine energy receives in a different manner than what the feminine energy likes to receive. And the feminine energy gives in a different way than the masculine energy gives. Right? Okay, so today I'm going to start off by reading today's quote. So, women still dream and hope behind their emotions on some man who doesn't reciprocate and end up in confusion. Elizabeth Elliot. So this is such a beautiful quote because it really is speaking volumes about a lot of women in the dating game today. They are giving to men and aren't getting anything back. Nothing. And they're still hoping and praying that he will, come around. He will come around. Maybe they think if I just give a little bit more, or if I just do a little bit more, then he will come around. And that's not how men work. No. So, the more you give to a man, especially when he is not reciprocating, and you're doing most of the giving, then he will not be inclined to give or really do anything for you. He may take what you're giving to him. He may appreciate it. He may love it. He may enjoy it. He may even enjoy your company. But he is not inclined. He does not feel inspired to give to you, to do anything to make you happy. He isn't falling in love with you. His heart isn't activated when you are the one who's doing too much. As we spoke about in the earlier video, doing too much. Right? When you are the one who is actively doing most of the work and actively giving to him, and he's taking a seat back and he's just receiving it, then he is forced to be in his feminine energy. And a truly masculine man who is forced to be in his feminine energy will not be able to stay in that energy very long, nor will he appreciate it. So a masculine man thrives when he is allowed to live in his masculine energy. So what does that mean? So that means that a masculine man truly loves to give to a woman. Now, the more that he is giving to you, the more invested he feels. The more he feels you're worthwhile, right? Because he would think to himself, why am I doing so much? Why am I giving so much to this woman if she's not worth his time? So it's a very psychological thing. If you invest in something, the more you invest in something, the more you're going to feel it's worth your while, even if it's not worth your while. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the same thing, like, maybe if you, women can relate to this in the aspect of, a lot of times you're with a man, you have been with a man maybe in your past or maybe even current situation where he's no good. But you may have invested a lot of time in him and effort and maybe feel like, well, I don't want to let him go and then he go and get better for another woman. Or, maybe I've just invested so much time into him, right? So you don't want to let go for that reason. And this is just human nature, but this is especially true And with men, because they fall in love through their giving, through their direct investment with you. So you, to stay in your femininity, the best thing to do is to allow him to thrive in his masculinity. Um, and you do that by allowing him to give, and you be open to receiving. You receive what he's giving. So then this is a lot of times when women will ask, okay, so I just always receive and he just always gives? That seems like a one-sided gold digging type relationship, and you are correct. You're absolutely correct. It is. So, no, you don't just always receive, and he doesn't just always give, right? You have to give as well. What your giving is, though, is your giving is different from his giving, because your giving isn't in the masculine energy. It's not initiation giving. Your giving is reciprocation. You're showing appreciation for his giving. So you're giving back. It's a different type of giving. The feminine energy gives back. The feminine energy reciprocates. The feminine energy shows appreciation, right? So this is so basically when a man is showing up and he is showing out, he is courting you, he is being consistent, he seems to be interested in you, and he's giving you his undivided attention when you guys are together, and he's moving things seemingly in a good direction. Not necessarily saying that he's trying to be in a relationship with you, but it seems like there's a decent pace to things, and he's spending time, he's investing himself in you, right? So in those situations, it's fair enough to say that you should indeed give him something back. You should show him that you appreciate him, that you like his efforts, and you should reciprocate. So let's just say that a man is giving you, or let's say not giving you, let's say he has been consistently showing up, right? So he's taking you on like 4 dates. They've been great dates. He's paid. You haven't had to open your wallet once. He's been very attentive to you, complimentary towards you. He picked you up. He dropped you off. He made sure you got in safely or called you. If you guys took separate modes of transportation, made sure you got home. Just been very consistent, even consistently calling you later. Just showing you his interest in being consistent. Right? So if a man has been doing that, then of course you want to give something back. So something you can do, and these are just little examples of things, little tokens that you can do. So like I said, it's the 4th date, right? The 4th date, and you guys have had an amazing time so far getting to know each other. He just seems like he's on track, and he pays attention, and he is he seems like a great guy. He seems like a great catch. So what you can do is on the 5th date, so this is 4 dates you've gone on, and he's, on the 5th day you can say, hey, like, I would love for you to come over to my house and me to cook you dinner, right? You can cook him dinner, so like maybe every 4th or 5th date you can offer to cook him dinner. And that way you can show him that you're not just a person who takes, right? You give back too. You have something to give him. And then you also are showing him your skills. So if he decides to move the relationship in a more committed direction, i.e. marriage, you're showing him that you can do quote unquote wifely things by cooking and catering to him and doing things like that, right? So you're giving a man a preview of common attractions. So of course you're not going to do it too much. You're not cooking for him every day and things like that, like as if you were his wife, but you're letting him know that if he was to decide that you're the one for him, that you are able to cook for him and you have no problem doing it, right? So you give him like a little taste of the coming attractions if he so decides to move the relationship in the direction with you, right? But even so, like, cooking is one of the things where it's a very feminine thing to do. And it allows you to give to a man without getting your masculine energy by, spending a lot of money or like, uh, kind of taking over and planning a date per se, right? So it's just simply like, come to my house and I'll cook you dinner, right? You're not really in too much masculine energy by just doing that, like as if you were planning a date or planning a vacation or something, right? Most likely you're going to use food you already have in your house, so you're not really spending any money either, or if you do, it's not that much, right? So that's one way, is to cook him dinner every so often. Another way you can do is if you know there's a favorite sports team that he's like, you can buy him a little trinket from that sports team. So say like he's like a Patriots fan or something like that, right? So, like you can buy him like a cap, a fitted cap of the Patriots or something like that, something that doesn't cost too much. And just show him appreciation, or like maybe a keychain or something like that from, that has the Patriots on it or something like that. Just something very small, You don't want to do anything too big in the dating stage. You want to keep whatever tokens you give him very small, And the reason why you want to keep them small is because you want to show him that you appreciate him and that you're thinking of him, but you don't want to make the gift so big that he feels like maybe he's indebted to you. And then when a man feels indebted to you, he may feel like, okay, I received this big gift, and he may be like, feel obligated to give to you out of his, because he feels uncomfortable, right? Because he feels like, I received this huge gift from this woman. And especially if he's not sure about the direction that he wants the relationship to go, he can feel a little guilty about it, right? He can feel a little guilty. He can feel like, okay, I wonder if she thinks this means like we're together or we're a couple, or like she's expecting me to give her a gift like this or something, So if he may indirectly feel pressured by your gift. So you want to keep your gift very simple. You want to keep it very simple and keep it no more than like $30, right? But it also depends, So it also depends on him. It also depends, but definitely relative to you, I would keep it in the inexpensive range, right? So maybe $30, $40 at the max. I would do. Anything more than that, and it kind of gets in the lane of being an extravagant gift, right? So you want to make sure that you keep the gift simple. So you can do that. So you can do the cooking route. You can do a small token slash gift. Also, you can do something nice for him. Like, and these things I was very cautionary towards doing them. But every once in a while does not hurt, right? So, if he comes over to your house on a regular basis and you know that he likes a certain type of beer, you can keep that beer in your refrigerator for him. You don't like beer, but you know that he likes it. Or maybe you don't like that particular brand of beer, but you know he likes it. So that's a nice thing to do. And it doesn't cost you that much. It's like, how much is a can of beer? $10, a pack of beer. Was it like $10? So you just keep a pack of beer in your refrigerator, and like, whenever he comes to your house, you offer him that beer, and he feel like, wow, like, like she really knows me. She really pays attention to the things I like, and that makes a man feel good, and that makes him feel appreciated, right? So those are just some little things you can do. So this is about receive, reciprocate, and repeat. So this is the cycle. You receive from him. You lean back in your feminine energy, and you allow him to give to you. You don't initiate. You allow him to give to you. Right? But you don't just take. No, you don't do that. Because you don't want him to think you're an actual gold digger. And also, men get in relationships. Men have a need for a relationship the same way a woman has a need. So he needs to be getting something out of a relationship too, or why would he be in it? Like, why would someone get in a relationship? Why would a man get in a relationship just to give, and he never gets anything back, right? Like, you wouldn't like that. Think of all the times that you have been in a relationship or a situation with a man and you felt like, I'm giving, but he never gives anything back, right? So neither party likes that feeling of being a one-sided situation where they're always the one that's giving. So you want to not do that. You want to give as well, but you want to give back. You want to give back. You want to give back. You don't want to initiate giving. You want to give back. You want to reciprocate. Remember that word, reciprocate. So your giving is in response to his giving first. So those are some ideas that I gave you guys that you can do in response to him initiating his giving with you guys. So I hope this video helped you. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have some questions or you just want to make some relevant comments to the video, feel free to comment in the section below. If you're wondering where can you get this book, the link will be in the description. If you want to join like-minded women, the link to my Facebook group will also be in the description. And yeah, so like I said, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get notified when I have more videos like this. And join us tomorrow on day 9 of the 21 Days to Feminine Magnetism Challenge. Thank you so much, lovelies, for watching this video and have a great day. Bye-bye.